Alright, so here it is, the iPhone 17 Pro Max and the iPhone Air. Today, I'll unbox these and give you my first impressions. This video will be like an overview of what's new, and a full review will be up after I spend some time with these. So let's get started. Okay, instead of waiting for the iPhones to be delivered, I opted for a store pickup. The closest Apple store was a 20-minute drive, and I brought a furry friend with me. Her first time at the Apple store. Wait times weren't too bad, and it wasn't that crowded. iPhones are now secured, and it's another 20-minute drive back. So starting with the iPhone 17 Pro Max. The box now shows the back of the phone, and you can see I picked the deep blue color. Really sad there's no matte black this year. Maybe I'll put a debrand skin on it. There's also Cosmic Orange, which is too bright for my liking, and a normal silver. If you unboxed an iPhone in the past few years, you know what you're getting, or not getting. You just get the phone, USB-C cable, and some paperwork. No charging brick, no SIM tool in certain regions, and no Apple stickers. Here's the phone, and the first thing I notice is how thick and heavy it is compared to last year's iPhone. Now for Apple's thinnest phone, the iPhone Air. Not 17 Air, just Air. The box shows the side of the phone instead of the back. I got it in sky blue, and it's a very light tint. And wow, this phone is super nice. You need to hold one in person so you can get an idea of how thin and light it is. There are 3 other colors, light gold, cloud white, and space black. It's weird that the Air gets black but not the Pro models. Inside you get the same stuff as before, cable and paperwork. There won't be a SIM tool at all because the Air is eSIM only worldwide. There's no space for a SIM card tray. It feels so light I'm afraid I'm gonna bend it. Both iPhones start at 256 gigs of storage, and the 17 Pro Max will cost $1,200, while the Air is $1,000. If you're interested in the new iPhones, I'll leave a link in the description box below. Moving on to what's new. I did watch the keynote, but I'm gonna see if I can remember off the top of my head. So the Pro models have a new design. Apple went back to aluminum, which I believe is a first for Pro models. Earlier ones had stainless steel. I miss titanium, but they switched because aluminum dissipates heat a lot better. There's now a unibody design, so the frame wraps around the back with no seams. It feels really smooth. And I don't know what to think about the camera bar, or plateau as Apple calls it. Maybe it'll grow on me. At least it's matte, and the camera rings don't stick out as much. We have more speaker grills on the bottom, and a 5G cutout on the top. And the camera bar has antenna lines all around it. Underneath, there's a glass piece for wireless charging, and it's the tougher ceramic shield too. The Apple logo is centered on this glass, so if you're a case person, it might look a little different. Every time I hold the Air, it feels unreal. There's titanium sides and the whole back is glass, so the Apple logo is centered. The sides are polished, so it should pick up more fingerprints. We have a camera bar along the top, and it's like the Pixel 10 Pro XL. I believe most of the components are in the bar, same with the Pro phones. More space for battery. Compared to the 17 Pro Max, there's a few things missing. Telephoto and ultra-wide cameras are gone, no 5G millimeter wave, and I read it's only a mono speaker. Sound comes through the earpiece, and the bottom grills are just mics. It looks cool, but who wants a thinner iPhone? The iPhone 17 Pro Max and iPhone Air have similar displays, it's just a different screen size. The Pro Max has a 6.9-inch screen, and the Air is 6.5 inches. There's no more plus-size phone, so it's the biggest non-Pro phone you can get. 2 new features this year is the anti-reflective coating and 3000 nits peak brightness. If I shine some light on the new iPhones and old ones, the coating reduces it, but maybe around 33%. And if I take the phones outside, it kinda looks brighter, but I never had a problem with a 16 Pro Max. The biggest upgrade is probably with the base iPhone 17, which has the same display tech as these two. Bye to those 60Hz jokes. Something I'm looking forward to are the cameras. Every video I uploaded on this channel is shot on an iPhone, but there are a few where I use an Android phone to test out the video quality. On the Pro models, all 3 cameras are now 48 megapixel fusion cameras, so you get better quality and zoom up to 8x, but it just crops in on that new telephoto sensor. I do record in log, so I can add a custom LUT and color grading, but I do want to try ProRes RAW. File sizes are huge, so I just need to figure out how to archive my old footage to HEVC. Also, can't wait for the new Final Cut camera app. So the Air has a single 48 megapixel fusion camera. No telephoto, no ultra wide, but you can crop in for 2x zoom. This camera system is not for me. I lose those pro features, which I use on a daily basis. But for your average person, I think it's okay. Take some photos, record some videos, and you're good. This year's iPhones feature a new 18 megapixel selfie camera, and is now a square sensor. So before, you either take selfies in portrait or rotate it for landscape. Now you can take both portrait and landscape selfies in any orientation. And this also works for videos. Both iPhones use Apple's A19 Pro chip. The 17 Pro Max gets the full 6-core GPU, and the Air gets a bin version with one less core, but most people won't notice a difference in everyday use. I'm guessing the Air will be throttled since it's too thin to have pro-level performance. The 17 Pro Max has a new vapor chamber cooling system. It's supposed to spread heat across the device. The only time my old phone got hot is when it's charging, which is normal, gaming, and when I shot an entire video in 4K 60 in ProRes log. I'll probably try Wuthering Waves, and change the settings to the highest at 120 FPS, and crank the brightness all the way. Apple doesn't post battery specs, but the iPhone 17 Pro Max has a bigger 5000 mAh battery. On paper, it finally caught up to the Android flagships. Apple claims it can last 39 hours of video playback, but those numbers don't mean much. I believe the new iPhones support faster wired and wireless charging, but you'll need new charging accessories. The Air has a 3100 mAh battery, and apparently it has all-day battery life, but I'll believe it when I see it. The iPhone 17 Pro Max and the iPhone Air are for two separate people. It's either you want Apple's latest and greatest, or the shiny new toy on the block. I'll stick with the 17 Pro Max because of the Pro camera system and longer battery life. Let me know which iPhone you'd pick in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you'll be notified when I post new videos. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!